It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. And it comes your way next.
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Nashville. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, it is their rookie quarterback from your alma mater, Greg, University of Miami.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you could bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man, Jefferson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end. That's a Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down for Tennessee.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And the Titans are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive.
And he's in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Tennessee. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Eric Gray to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep. for the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
That is caught. It's Robinson.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Titans offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Back to the air one more time. This one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. It's the Titans out to the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. Second and a yard. Pollard. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he's free at the 35. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They give to Pollard on the option. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They send Ridley in motion. He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those...
And he'll take it on in. Then Jefferson. Touchdown, Titans. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans extend their advantage to 14-3. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. They'll run with Tracy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And the Giants are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
It is complete. He finds Lockett. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field, simple pitch and catch.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. A short one there to Bellinger.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 7. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants are back within 5.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So as we come to the half, it is a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
In motion, it's Robinson. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Giants sending out their punter. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Sly now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Titans will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Ray gonna return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll throw out of the gun. The throw on the run is complete. Second and 11. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he'll be near a first down, but he's going to come up about a yard short.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now a toss play, running left. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a first down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now this time, they'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's down the field and intercepted. take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Pollard. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now, faking the give. He'll again get it to Ridley. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Pollard. Marked down at the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. Again, they try Pollard. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th and goal.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Robinson. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
It is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, New York. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score?
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken around the 11. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. Third and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On second down, here's Pollard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. Pollard, first down and more. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tight end on the move left. They'll drop to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. He'll keep this himself. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Pollard. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain, and now it's 4th and goal.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer, but they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. This taken just shy of the goal line. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, wide open is Johnson. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win here for the Titans. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.